Hey YouTube, hey fans.
It's been a minute. Long time no see. The last time y'all saw me, was when I did the whole WrestleMania predictions and I did the WrestleMania reactions. And all the stuff that happened from after WrestleMania all the way up to now, that's neither here nor there. So I was originally supposed to do a Money in the Bank predictions at the time, but me being the biggest procrastinator, and for me also thinking that, you know what, since SummerSlam is my favorite pay-per-view, well, second favorite of all time, I was like, let me just wait until SummerSlam. And boom, here I am, about to do my daily predictions, and you know what I'm saying, like, and as you know, well, I mean, before you clicked on this video, you should know, I have changed my YouTube name to Slam Tackle TV. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to focus, I wanted my name and my future brand to focus on more of, you know, WWE and NFL content, you know what I'm saying? And the whole Emperor Youngboy thing, it was cool, but it just didn't click. And I just needed something like that made sense for my future brand as of YouTube and stuff, and for something that made sense, you know what I'm saying? But that's really what it is. But anyways, now let's get into my daily what's it called, SummerSlam picks, starting with this match. Hit my music. New intro, by the way. Apologize, I forgot to add some stuff before I get on with the Slim Jim Battle Royal prediction. As you know, Rhea Ripley is not going to be on the card, or she may be on the card, because I've been hearing rumors that the creative might set up Rhea versus Raquel Rodriguez for SummerSlam, which, okay, whatever, but I really wouldn't, I mean, like, if they do that, whatever, that wouldn't really make any sense. And let me tell you why it wouldn't make sense, because Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus are not going to be at SummerSlam. Now, when I heard about that news, I was like, what the hell are we doing? Why not put these two ladies? These two ladies deserve to be on SummerSlam, even though I have not liked their rivalry, even though, in my personal opinion, their build-up and their rivalry wasn't good enough to be a SummerSlam match. But if it were to happen, if their match would have happened at SummerSlam, that would have been here nor there. Not having these two women on SummerSlam, especially Becky Lynch, it's just so stupid. Like, I'm like, what the hell are we doing? They will have a match in 2 weeks, tops, at Wembley Stadium. I don't know if that's just Trish's hometown. Somebody said this, but I don't know where her hometown is. Fine, if it happens at Wembley, whatever. As long as this goddamn feud is over, I'm okay with it, okay? Yeah, man, but that match not happening at SummerSlam, that would have been the perfect way to end the feud. But guess what? We're going to have to suffer through this goddamn feud that's led us nowhere to begin with. So if it happens in Wembley, and if it ends, whatever. I mean, it's just whatever, okay? Now, wait a minute. Now, here's the real problem with SummerSlam. Didn't SmackDown had 2, maybe 3 fatal 4-way matches to determine who was going to face Austin Theory at SummerSlam? I'm pretty sure they did that. As you know, for the first fatal 4-way, I forgot who was in the first fatal 4-way. But I know that Santos Escobar won. I forgot who were the other competitors in there. But I heard that LA Knight lost, and Rey Mysterio was the other contender to face Santos Escobar in the fatal 4-way match. Well, in the final 2, and Santos Escobar defeated Roman because I said Roman. And Santos Escobar defeated Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio had a concussion. I don't know if it was kayfabe storyline or if it was real. I don't know, and I don't care. No disrespect to Rey, but I whatever. It happened. But their match was supposed to be set up for SummerSlam. Santos and Rey. I meant Santos and Austin. And it's getting pushed to 2 weeks. How does that make sense? I'm so confused. Now I get it. You know, Hunter, he's the one who booked the show. And, you know, he's the one who doesn't like to have, you know what I'm saying, what's it called? How do you say that word? Like overbooked matches, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like the guy who has at least like 5 to 8 matches. If we would have had Rhea and Raquel, Trish and Becky, Austin and Santos, we would have had at least a total of like 11, 12 matches at least. And I don't think I would have been comfortable to sit through all those matches, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we didn't get those 12 matches, but at the same time, how the way that not to have Theory and Trish and Becky and Rhea on the SummerSlam card, it's stupid, but that's what happens. So I spent 4 minutes talking about what I need to talk about. Now let's get into the first prediction, the Slim Jim Battle Royal. Okay, starting with this match I don't give a damn about. It is the Slim Jim Battle Royal. Now, I'm not going to do any cuts or editings and stuff. I'm just going to make this match fast and furious. No pun intended. I have LA Knight win. You know what I'm saying? This match was not created all because of this and this and that, and he said this and she said that. No, this match was created because of LA Knight. And if you guys don't know, LA Knight is the most over superstar as of right now. Maybe arguably more over than Cody if you want to have that discussion. And it was made for him because you know what I'm saying, he's become incredibly over before SummerSlam. They said they're going to push him after SummerSlam. So giving him this Royal Rumble, Slim Jim Royal Rumble victory could actually elevate his character and his career going forward. Now, we already know who are probably going to be some people who's going to be in this match. We all know Sheamus could potentially be in this match. LA Knight could potentially be in this match. I would be interested to see LA Knight and Sheamus have a feud. Maybe for Payback, maybe down the line. Do I see that feud happening? Well, kind of, but I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to see about that. It's nothing. We know that that there's gonna be some jobbers who's gonna be on that battle royal, and some guys that we haven't seen in a long time, and maybe can set up some. And after the battle royal, we can maybe set up some future feuds down the line. Now, do I see either of these guys? Most of the guys being pushed after the Slim Jim Battle Royal? Hell no. But guess what? That's life, and we got the devil himself running the show. But that's who I got. I have LA Knight winning the Slim Jim Battle Royal next match. Now, starting with this match that could potentially be the opener. It is Logan Paul versus Ricochet. Now, who do I have win this match? I genuinely don't know. Because, let's put it to this perspective. Logan Paul has not won a match since last year's SummerSlam. He's been in total of 4 matches, technically. He was going against the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, which he lost to, which was I didn't really see that match, which people say was a good match, and I saw the highlights and stuff, and it looked like a good match, so that's neither here nor there. And the Royal Rumble, which was a I didn't see that pay-per-view, which was a I saw some highlights of what Logan Paul did, which were pretty good, but unfortunately he didn't win. And the first ever pay-per-view live event that I've ever watched on TV was WrestleMania, and I saw the Logan Paul and Seth Rollins match, which was a really good match, honestly, but Seth defeated Logan Paul. and recently sort of was Money in the Bank, which when Logan Paul was added, I thought he could have potentially won, but I knew in my heart that I don't think Logan Paul was gonna win. I could see Logan Paul try to elevate that match because, in my personal opinion, at the time, you couldn't have a Money in the Bank ladder match without Logan Paul. If you had Logan Paul in there, especially with all the in-ring abilities he can do, he can elevate that match to something greater. So I didn't think he was gonna win. At the prediction I had LA Knight winning. People kept saying he was gonna win. I just couldn't personally see Logan Paul winning. I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But that was in the past. We're talking about the present. So now, who do I have winning? Listen, I wouldn't mind Ricochet winning because if Ricochet beats Logan, especially all the one-ups that he's had against Logan, that could technically elevate Ricochet's in-ring ability, character-wise, and mic performances and stuff into something greater. It could potentially put him in the World Championship picture someday down the line, and personally, Ricochet in the World Championship picture, I personally don't see it. But if it happens, cool. But this is how I think Logan Paul will win. If nobody comes and interferes in the Logan Paul and Ricochet match, then okay, then Logan is winning. But the only way I can see Ricochet winning is if LA Knight comes out and distracts Logan Paul, causing him to lose the match, and Ricochet wins. Because, I thought Logan Paul and LA Knight were going to have a rivalry. And I think that Logan Paul and LA Knight would have probably been the better match. But whatever, we have what we have. So that's the only way I see Logan winning, is if LA Knight distracts Logan from getting the victory, and then someday, maybe at WrestleMania 40, we get Logan versus LA Knight in a title contention match, or whatever, someday later down the line, or at a Royal Rumble, at a, at a fast lane, at a Survivor Series. Who knows? I don't know. But that's the only way I see Logan losing. And who I have win, I have Logan Paul winning. I wanted to say Ricochet at the time, but seeing how Logan Paul hasn't had a victory since last year's SummerSlam against The Miz, despite all these one-ups that Ricochet has been getting on Logan, I just don't see Logan losing to Ricochet unless someone gets involved. I don't see it. So, as I said before, I have Logan Paul winning. Now, this one I can't wait to talk about. No, I wouldn't be surprised, but this right here is the match I am kind of interested to talk about. It is Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. Now, as we all know, Shayna Baszler attacked Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank, and the reasoning for that is because I would say, in a sense, that Ronda Rousey has been, elevated as a top star in the WWE at the time, more than Shayna Baszler, because Shayna Baszler has been in the WWE longer. So I think the rivalry is all part of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who really is the face and the heel in this situation, because they're both acting like tweeners in this situation. But in my opinion, I think Shayna's the face and Ronda's the heel. You know what I'm saying? And even if Ronda was the heel or the face or the tweener or whatever, I'm still not rooting for Ronda. So that's that. So here's my opinion about this match. I didn't really care about it as much. I kind of was intrigued, but I didn't really fully care about it as much, only because the turn just happened out of nowhere. I thought that we were going to get this match at a WrestleMania, because this is more of a WrestleMania feud / match, in my personal opinion. But as you all know, Ronda Rousey's not going to be here because she was probably talked about on a new deal, and Ronda was like she wants out of her contract, and she might want to go back to the UFC or try something new or just hang it up or whatever that she wants to do. And even though I don't like Ronda Rousey in WWE, I personally think that her leaving is probably for the better anyways, because no one's not going to miss her. She's not really she serves nothing in the WWE now at this time. And I mean, no one's not going to cry. No one's not going to be sad. It's just whatever, okay? Now, we know Ronda's not winning because it wouldn't make sense for Ronda to just walk out in the WWE and then just get a victory with that. No, that makes no sense to me. She has to, I think she's going to have to elevate Shayna Baszler to the top as the top star. But here's the thing. As much as I want that, because I don't know, because this match could be good or bad. But at the same time, I just don't see Shayna beating Ronda clean. I can't see that. Not to say that Shayna can't. It's just, I think, Ronda Rousey's a better fighter than Shayna, and more of that MMA experience and, accolade MMA experience than Shayna. So, I just really don't see Ronda losing clean to Shayna. I just can't see that. But you know what I could see, though? I mean, it could potentially not happen. You never know. But here's what I can see happening. I can see Cora Jade aligning herself with what's her name? Shayna Baszler, and helping Ronda win. Because as I said before, and I don't see Shayna beating Ronda clean. And they could also do that Zoe Stark and Trish Stratus type pairing, where they pair Cora Jade with Shayna Baszler. I think that duo could be more interesting, in my opinion. So it could happen. Do I see it happening? Maybe, but I guess we'll have to see. And then Cora Jade helps Shayna, and then they be, I don't know, like a faction or something like that, or help Shayna elevate Cora Jade to the next level. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening because Cora Jade said, and I don't really watch NXT though, but I heard it on a YouTube video that Cora Jade wants out of NXT. She wants to be on the main roster. She's out. So that's what I could potentially see happening. But now, who do I have winning? I have Shayna Baszler winning, so that way we can put her over as the next top star in WWE, and maybe she can go on some different feuds, obviously some fresher feuds, or maybe she can feud with either Rhea Ripley, and maybe have her beat Rhea Ripley. But will it happen? Probably not, because they're gonna save that fucking feud between Rhea and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, which I'm not saying it's not gonna be a bad feud or a bad match. I'm just saying, if it happens, I mean, whatever, I guess. But as I said before, I have Shayna. I'm sorry, didn't I just say this is a match that I was excited to see? I meant that this is a match I don't care to see because it's been the same thing. Ever since the Raw after Mania, it has been the same thing. Beat up promo. Beat up promo, beat up promo, beat up promo, beat up promo. At this point, I just want this feud to end, man. I'm done. We still don't even have an explanation of why why Brock attacked Cody. I'm sure that we probably may never know at this point. And honestly, even if I do know, now I don't care anyways, because at this point this feud has been a waste of time for both men, including the people who set up the feud, including the people who has been watching this feud. It's just something to just pad down time, and just something to have to be a thing where both men just get paid. I don't care. I don't care. The only thing even if we do get a stipulation in this match, the rubber match that we're supposed to get, I don't even care at this point. My only thing is that boom, Cody Rhodes beats Brock, and then we move on from this feud. That is it. That's the only thing I can see happening is Cody winning, and then we move on. But here's what I can also see happening. In a sense, I can see Bray Wyatt returning and attacking Cody after the match. Yeah, Bray could probably have Uncle Howdy too, even though I don't like Uncle Howdy. But if he's there aligned with Bray again, whatever. And they set up that feud between Bray and Cody because I didn't know this at the time because I wasn't really all that experienced with WWE all that much. But back then, when Bray Wyatt used to be called Bray Wyatt, his other name before Bray Wyatt, I can't remember at the moment. But Cody Rhodes was Bray Wyatt's mentor down in NXT, and I think Cody betrayed him or something like that, whatever happened back then. So I could see Bray returning to attack Cody. But here's the problem with that feud. I don't think you should set up a feud to have one of them lose, because I think they should each have feuds where they both look good against. You know what I'm saying? And I think that feud should be saved for a championship match anyway. But if the feud happens, whatever, I guess. I really don't hope both men lose. But it is what it is. So as I said before, I have Cody win, and then we move on, and then I also have Bray Wyatt attacking Cody. Now, this match... Alright, hold on. Let me cut to the other part because this match is going to be good. Now, this is the match I am hoping will be great, which it probably most likely will be. Match of the year, match of the decade, match that we will be talking about for a long time. It is Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, when Drew made his return at Money in the Bank, I thought once they had that stand down that Drew was probably gonna win at SummerSlam. but I come to find out that the the whatever his name is, record, their longest Intercontinental Championship title reign record is 454 days. And Gunther is really close to breaking that. Gunther has to hold the title at least until September 7th, 2023, and then boom, he breaks the record. I thought Drew was going to win at that time once they had their feud going into SummerSlam. But now, as much as I would love for Drew to win, I think Gunther should retain. Now, I'm not saying that Gunther should be Drew clean. I can't really, not to say that Gunther can't be Drew clean. I'm saying I'm saying like Drew can't take a loss. What I mean by that is that he can't take a loss clean, because that would kill his momentum, because he just got back a month and 3-4 days ago. So these are three things that could happen. Either A, they have Gunther cheat to win, that Drew is so, you know what I'm saying, like it's a one-on-one match, there's nobody else helping, there's nobody else, it's not a triple threat match, it's only Gunther one-on-one. Gunther can't really seem to put Drew McIntyre away, and then, you know what I'm saying, Gunther's too overpowered, you know what I'm saying, and then Gunther looks like he's going to get the win, and then they cheat to win, and then Gunther retains. Or they could have they both get a disqualification, they're both outside of the ring, and then they're both brawling, you know what I'm saying, it's going crazy, then they both get a count out, or they're both down in the ring, and then the referee counts to 10, and then Gunther gets up before Drew does, and then Gunther retains. Those are the only three things I see happening. I don't see Gunther beating Drew clean, because if Gunther beats Drew clean, then that will kill Drew's momentum. Drew has to lose, but he doesn't have to lose the fair way, you know what I'm saying? And then Gunther holds the title until SummerSlam, and then after SummerSlam, maybe before the Royal Rumble, that's when Gunther loses his title. But here's also another thing that could happen. And this is just my personal opinion, and there has been rumors about it. Because I have heard that Randy Orton is in Detroit. And here's another thing I can see happening. Out of the three speculations I gave you, I can see Imperium jumping Gunther. I'm sorry, Imperium jumping Drew McIntyre after Gunther retains, and then Riddle comes out and tries to have help, and then he gets into the gulags, and then they're doing their thing, jumping them, kicking them, stomping them out, punching them and stuff, and then that's when you hear Randy Orton's music come out, and then he runs to the ring or walks or whatever he's gonna do, and then he helps he helps Drew and Riddle. That's what I can also see happening. And then maybe they set up a feud between Riddle, why do I keep mixing up these niggas' names? God. Between Gunther and Randy, and you could potentially maybe have Randy do it. In my opinion, do I think they should have Randy dethrone Gunther? Not really, but I personally wouldn't be mad at it. And then maybe you can have them two feud, and then, and if Randy does come back, then that's what happens there. So that, as I said before, I have Drew losing and Gunther retaining the title. Next match. Also, here's another match that I don't care about, but that could potentially be good. It is Asuka versus Bianca versus Charlotte Flair. Now, this match, it's just, I know the match is probably going to be good, but the build, I don't care, man. I don't care. The only thing is, it's only just been brawl after brawl after brawl. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming to that point where I hope that Asuka wins, beats both of them, and holds the belt probably before WrestleMania. Like, maybe she'll lose at Survivor Series, maybe like the Royal Rumble, per se. You know what I'm saying?
And it also feels like
that Asuka has been thrown off to the side anyway, and she's supposed to be the champ. She's supposed to be the one that, that leads this feud. But unfortunately, that's not the case at all, because WWE doesn't care to see the talent that Asuka possesses, because they're just too dumb in the head, and it's very, very infuriating, and it pisses me off, because Asuka is a all-time great women's performer ever. Probably top 10, maybe the top 5 if you want to have that debate. But all of that is neither here nor there. Now, who do I see winning? As much as I love Asuka as a competitor, I just don't see Asuka retaining. I don't. I really can't see it happening. Not to say that Asuka can't do it. It's just that it's really hard for me to see Asuka retaining, because you got Charlotte, the one who the favorite one in the WWE. You got Bianca, who could be the new favorite of WWE, and then we have Io Sky with the Money in the Bank briefcase. So I really don't know. I don't really know who you have win here. I know who should win, Asuka, but will she win? Maybe or maybe not. Although, this is what I can see happening. I can see Asuka losing it to Charlotte. As much as I don't want to see that happening, but I can see that happening in a sense. I can see Asuka losing it to Charlotte. Then Charlotte holds the title until next year's WrestleMania. And then Bianca Belair, fights Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 40. Bianca doesn't win the Royal Rumble. That's for a new upcoming star, hopefully. But they do that thing where Asuka is like, they have a women's tournament to see who's going to be the next challenger for Flair, and Bianca is going to be the right choice if that storyline does happen, to keep Bianca's streak going. And for those of y'all who don't know, Bianca Belair is 3-0 at WrestleMania. She has not had a WrestleMania loss yet. And if she faces Charlotte at next year's WrestleMania, headline it, she will be 4-0 at WrestleMania. That's the other scenario I can see happening. Here's the second scenario I can also see happening. I can see the ladies, Asuka, Flair, and Belair having a really great match. It's very close. People are trying to do their best way to win, quick strategize, you know what I'm saying? Cool moves, like boots to the faces, suplexes, like chest chops, everything. With all three of these women are trying to like kill themselves to be the next women's champion. Then Io Sky's music comes out, and it's half the match. I don't know. I mean, you could use Io Sky's cash in to start the match, make it a fatal 4-way, which I would love to see. But do I see that happening? Debatable. Anyways, I can see Io Sky's music hit, and there's three of the women. They're all down, laying on the mat. It's half the match. It's half of the match, and then Io Sky tries to or the end of the match when Asuka retains, if she retains. And then Io Sky comes out and then cashes in on Asuka, and then Asuka loses it to Io Sky. But then I could also see Charlotte dethroning Io, which I don't want to see because since Charlotte Flair is the favorite in WWE, that's probably going to most likely happen. Now, who do I see winning, you ask? I have Charlotte Flair, oh my god. Charlotte Flair winning or Io Sky, then Charlotte. Because I just don't see Charlotte not being a 16-time champ anytime soon. I just can't see it. Not to say I want to see it, but that's WWE. Like if y'all don't know, Charlotte Flair is the daughter of Ric Flair. He has 16 world championships, and they're trying to have Charlotte break her father's record, and she's currently 15. She's not 15. I'm sorry. She's 14-time champion, and they're trying to have her break the record. All she needs is 2 more championships, and boom, she breaks the record. And it sucks that the other women that were there when she was holding those titles, well, most of them weren't really utilized during that time, and I feel bad for the women who doesn't get the similar type of treatment as Charlotte does. But hey, you know what? That's life, and you know what? We are just gonna have to deal with it until she breaks the record or goes to a different company or whatever and breaks some more records. You know what I'm saying? But as I said before, I have Charlotte win or Io Sky, then Charlotte Flair. Now, let's get on to this match I am very, very, very interested to talk about. Alright, I gotta hurry up and finish this up because SummerSlam is about to start. It is Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now,
who do I see winning
this match?
I think it's gonna be
Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor, after all these years, I think he deserves to be a world champion. Because think about this. If he loses, I don't think we'll ever take him seriously as a future world champion if he loses. Because this is arguably Finn Balor's last shot of being a world champion. And I don't think we can wait a couple more months or years for him to be a world champion. It's either he becomes a world champion this time now or nothing. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think that's the best route. I think Finn Balor wins, and as you all know, that Seth Rollins has been dealing with his back for the past couple years, and he, gets surgery or gets that checked out. Seth goes away for a while, and then maybe we can set up Seth and Finn maybe at WrestleMania next year, which I don't want because I don't want to see Finn lose at WrestleMania again. But if that storyline happens, it is what it is. Now, Damian Priest has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Does he cash in tonight? In my opinion, I don't think he does. I think they need to wait on it. Now, I understand that WWE has been setting up for some more Latino champions future champions, conveniently. Okay. And then, you know what I'm saying? Finn could technically lose, and then Damian catches in on Seth, and then Damian wins. I don't know. You could do that storyline. But I don't think Damian catches in. I think Finn wins, and Damian either comes out or he's on the ringside by Seth Rollins and Finn, and Damian just congratulates him. That's all they do. They just congratulate Finn Balor, and then they shake hands, hug, and then Judgment Day comes out. They're all they all have stuff. Rhea Ripley has the Women's World Championship. Dominic has the North American title. Finn Balor has the World Heavyweight Championship, hopefully. And Damian Priest has the Money in the Bank briefcase. And Damian doesn't cash in. He just, once they all holding up what they have, Damian just looks at Finn's World Championship, and then boom, that's how you end that match. And that's how I would book it. Now, the main event of SummerSlam. And finally, the main event of SummerSlam 2023. It is Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Undisputed Championship. Now, as much as I would love for Jey to win, I just don't see Jey Uso beating Roman twice in back-to-back pay-per-views. And plus, one of those potentially back-to-back losses, Roman lose the title. As much as I would love to see it, I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? So, as much as I hate to say this, I think Roman should retain and hold the titles hostage longer for Cody Rhodes to potentially face Roman back at next year's WrestleMania, and maybe might still lose at this point, because the titles will be held hostage once again if Jey loses. And there's nobody else for Roman to face. If there was still potential opponents going forward for Roman and he was still a part-timer, then Jey losing, I would be more okay with that, because I really wouldn't trip for that if there was more people for Roman to face. And I thought that Cody was finally going to be the one to dethrone Roman at WrestleMania. And he should have dethroned Roman at WrestleMania, but that's also neither here nor there. Since Cody lost at WrestleMania, there's nobody else. Roman has beaten everybody. There's literally nobody else left for Roman to face. And plus, he's going to take a long time break, in case y'all didn't hear me say that. We don't even know when we're going to see Roman again at this point. I don't know. It's scheduled that WWE is supposed to be at India on September 8th, and Roman's not going to be there, quite frankly. So I don't know. I don't think he probably won't come back until probably October. Maybe even longer than that, but who knows at this point. Because the titles are going to still be held hostage. And I can see also Solo Sikoa, getting involved, and et cetera, et cetera. You know what I could also see, though, that I have been thinking about? I can see Solo Sikoa, after Roman beats Jey, I can also see Solo going solo. No pun intended. And like I said, he sides with no one. He just betrays the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Nobody can tell Solo what to do. He's out of Roman's grasp, and he just does his own thing. That's what I can also see happening. The Rock could maybe come back. I will keep that idea in mind. But The Rock will only come back. The only way The Rock will come back is if Jey wins, because I don't see The Rock coming back only for Jey to lose. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Or Rikishi could finally make his return and try to get involved, and Roman orders Solo to attack him. And if you don't know, Rikishi is the father of Solo Sikoa. And, you know, Solo Sikoa, he hesitates. You know what I'm saying? He gets like nervous. He gets upset because Roman ordered him to attack his own father, and then Roman keeps ordering him, and then that's when Solo snaps and he betrays his Roman Reigns, and then he sides with Jay. Those are the only speculations I can see happening. But other than that, I gotta wrap this up, and I'll see you at the outro. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this video here. If you want to show some support, you already know what to do. Make sure you hit the videos with a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment to let me know your favorite part of the video was, or what other future videos you want to see from me, and turn that post notifications on, that way you know when I upload. And and if you also want to show some love to my other social medias, the potential links to them will be down below. Or I might just type it in there, excuse me, in the predictions, or if I can't link them. Anyways, I need to hop off and get this edited so I can go watch SummerSlam. I wish everybody a happy SummerSlam weekend. Enjoy your summer while it lasts because school is on its way. And as always, I will see you in the next video.